This is probably the toughest part, is mixing this stuff up. I got a whisk. You want to make sure that this stuff's been kind of sanitized. You don't have to get crazy, but good idea. Your jars should be pasteurized before you use them. That's a jar. Bowl clean, nice soapy water, dry. This here. That way you don't get contamination. It's got plenty of bacteria in it, so it gets ahead of the game. And them bacteria don't like any other bacteria. So, except for the other two kinds that I've got in here. Anyhow, some bacteria get along, some bacteria don't. Okay, I'm going to mix this up. Once you get going, this here, it's got whey. That's the whey right there. I'm just pouring it out. That's got lots of bacteria in it. I'm going to get me a couple good scoops out of here. I don't know. I think they say like 2 tablespoons or something like that. Anyhow, you can use more. Doesn't really speed up the fermentation process, but I think you got less chance of contaminants. Because I was really surprised after growing mushrooms how lackadaisical this stuff is. And this has got to be batch number 8. Okay, you might have to whisk this, mix this for a minute or two until you get rid of all the chunks pretty much. Darigold, for some reason, like I looked at organic and it had additives in it and stuff. But if you look on the side, let's see, ingredients, milk and cream. That's all that matters, and the fact that it doesn't have any antibiotics in it, blah, blah, blah. It's just milk and cream. Anyhow, this works good if you have somebody that you can get whole milk from, but basically half and half is what you want. 50% milk, 50% cream. So, I don't know if anybody's got a trick to this. I haven't seen one yet, but you just keep mixing it. I try to always add the water to the end. And once I get this mixed up, I'm just going to go take some of my starter, or my yogurt, and use it as a starter. Yeah, and it's pretty thick, like, which is what you want. Sour cream. Pretty much what it tastes like. Oh, that's good. Now I'm in. Alright. Hey, next step. I'm going to work this into this half and half. Get it pretty much looking nicely thinned out. And this is just the way I do it. There's a whole bunch of online stuff. So now, okay, and I'm going to add some more milk. Or I shouldn't say milk, half and half. It gets easier and easier. I mean, this does not take very long. I don't know. 10 to 15 minutes. I already went out and pre-warming my magic pot. That thing is the key to this whole project. And you can either get a brand new one, run you about 150 bucks, or go to Facebook, Craigslist, and get you one. All right, then I like to take, I'm going to pour the rest of this in here, and this is a good step, so, and you got to be careful. Preheating this, I almost screwed up one time. I mean, it was close. So since then, I wait until I get it close to warm which we're going to just warm it up to about, if it gets up to 98 to 100 degrees, all good. Because you really only want this to be about 103 degrees in your magic pot. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Having this nice and cold, believe it or not, mixes the inulin mixes easier with this being very cold. Because otherwise it wants to do like cornstarch. Love this little thermometer thingy. Where are we at? What? Ooh, burr. What's that say? Yeah, that can't be right. Oh, 62 degrees. It's already up to 62 degrees. Yep. So like I say, you want to watch this because I ain't been screwing around here. Yeah. She's coming on 89. Yeah, like I say, you don't want to really leave this. And I've got it on a gas stove and I've got it on kind of high, so I want to stay with it. Keep it moving so it don't get scalded. We ain't got far to go now. 94. And you don't have to take it all the way up to 100 either. This just gives it a head start for when you get it out to your magic pot. Okay. I'm just going to call that good. There, shut it off. Let's see what we really got here. Yeah. It's there. 101, 102. Well, I guess this is still recording. So, yeah, there it is. It's about 97 in there. Cool. Perfect. Even though at one point I seen 100 on my thermometer, but it's been about another 30 seconds and that's up to 75 degrees. It heats fast. That's what I was saying. That was, wow, 79. So for this step, I wouldn't leave the stove. And mix this all around. Oh yeah, another word of advice. So if you're going to use a whisk, after you get done cleaning it, you want to make sure that you turn it this way down until it's totally dry so nothing runs up inside and starts to build up a potential source to contaminate your yogurt. Okay, 82, 84, 85, 80. Wow, okay. Okay, well these lids, you can screw them down right now. Don't get them real tight to start with. And you definitely want to make sure they're loose when you put this in your magic pot to ferment, because if it's tight, you might just explode your jar. Okay, well, I'm done with this thing. Put that into there, and I'm just going to free pour this. Hopefully I don't make a big mess. Like that mess there. Anyhow, other than going out the magic pot, we're headed that direction, and we're in about 10-12 minutes. Okay, here we are at the magic pot. You say it's already on. Warming up. These things are pretty cool, so kind of loosen my lid. It doesn't have to be super loose. In fact, you don't want it too loose, but there you go. In case you pick it up, you don't want it falling off. This will actually hold 4. But like I said, if you mix a whole gallon, you can't fit a whole gallon into 4 jars because it's not a whole gallon anymore. You've got your milk, your starter, your inulin, and you end up with either some waste or doing something else. Well, if you ever have to pasteurize things like straw or anything, you can pasteurize it in here. So that says start. Okay, 3614. There we go. So we're going to come back 36 hours, which is a day and a half. I have this at 102 because that way mine will be about 103 inside. So you take your little thermometer and check to see how it runs, because these things aren't 100% accurate, but I just know that that's where I want mine to be.